The average residential homeowner will pay about $100 extra this year for all the measures in the budget.
Well, as a senior on limited income, that's going to affect me for sure.
Vancouver homeowners face a 6.35% increase to their property taxes next year. That's 1.35% higher than homeowners said they were comfortable with, according to polls. Council passed a $1.747 billion budget on Tuesday night. And the key contributors to that tax hike, a bigger Vancouver police budget, more than what was recommended and higher than last year. Fire and rescue services also received more money. And finally, a climate levy for property owners.
So I'm really proud of this budget. This budget puts public safety and climate change right at the heart of our measures.
The police budget is set at $367 million, a 7.6% increase from last year's $341 million. That's just over 20% of the overall budget. It's more than what staff proposed in the budget, but in line with what the Vancouver Police Board asked for. Councillor Sarah Kirby-Young voted against the budget, but says the police portion makes sense.
So the City of Vancouver has spent approximately 20% of its total budget on policing for the past couple of decades. That has been consistent.
Councillor Christine Boyle voted for the budget, but against the police department, saying the city should invest in different services that deal with calls the VPD shouldn't even be touching.
We're in a situation currently where our police are responding to a whole myriad of calls related to poverty, related to homelessness that are not what they were designed to be or trained to be responding to.
The climate levy, on the other hand, will cost $9 million and will be used to advance the city's climate emergency action plan, funding efforts to reduce emissions, retrofit buildings, and support walking and transit infrastructure. Ultimately, council was split on the budget vote on Tuesday, with the mayor breaking the tie 6-5.
As the City of Vancouver is on an unsustainable path, taxes are going up at an alarming rate. So I don't agree with the mayor. There was a way to achieve those public safety objectives without having to have such a high tax increase.
Well, as a senior on limited income, that's going to affect me for sure. However, I do believe that the city has things that they need to attend to, and prices have risen everywhere. And I'm glad that they've got some climate change money in there.
In my opinion, a modest increase that's occurring is important to increase services for the public, and that includes public transit, better parks. So I'm for it. I have no problem with it.
The updated final budget documents will be available in early 2022. In Vancouver, Kier Junos, City News.